Know your numbers. And I'm not talking about your bank account, your phone number, or even your address. I'm talking about your health. Today on Delmarva Life, we learn what blood pressure and cholesterol numbers are good and why some good may actually be bad.
Many spices can give you bad heartburn, but are they really unhealthy? We speak with a nutritionist about which spices you want to make sure you include in your diet, which ones can cause you problems, and why you shouldn't just ban them altogether.
So here we are, football's over, but if you're a sports fan, no need to fret. NASCAR revs up its season this weekend. Coming up, we're going to talk with local race car favorite CJ Faison about his plans ahead of Sunday's qualifying.
And from the racetrack to the roller rink, we take you inside the sport of roller derby and introduce you to some of the women pushing the limits on 8 wheels.
And guys, why not push your limit in the kitchen and make your sweetheart this? We're going to show you how to make this saucy dish and 2 more recipes that could help you stir up your love life this Valentine's Day.
No snow, rain, or wind can stop me from carrying out your favorite guessing game. Where am I on Delmarva? I'll have the clues you need to try and figure it out. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
Well, just as predicted, some got a lot of snow, some got just a lot of rain, and I think all of us woke up to some pretty hefty winds whipping around the house.
And it's kicking up again even as we speak. So the question is, are we in the clear? Let's go ahead and check in with Chief Meteorologist Dan Satterfield of the Storm Tracker Weather Center for that answer.
Jimmy and Lisa, we've had a cold, windy, wet day here on Delmarva, and in many spots it was very snowy. Let me show you the rain totals. Now, across southern Delmarva, it was mostly rain. Now, Dover to the north, most of that came in the form of snow. Dover around 5 inches of snow at sunrise, 8 inches to the west of Dover and Hartley, and up in Caroline, Cecil County and Newcastle County, 10 to 11 inches of snow. Now, as this storm departs this evening, we're going to see some snow whip back through the area. We could see a heavy dusting to 1 inch in some areas. On the other side of the bay, by the way, snowfall totals from 12 to 18 inches from D.C. all the way up to Philadelphia. The winds will stay gusty, but they will die back down starting tonight and tomorrow, although we'll still see some gusts to around 30 or 35 miles an hour. And as a matter of fact, those winds on the coast may still get close to 40 for a while as this storm departs later this evening. Looks like warmer weather coming next week. I'll tell you all about that tonight at 6.
It's winter. This stuff comes around and it goes away.
I guess so. And of course, Dan, we'll have more on WBOC News at 6 and 7. And you can always get the latest forecast, good or bad. Download the WBOC 16 weather app on your Android or Apple device. The WBOC Storm Tracker weather team puts weathercasts right there on that app so you can know what type of weather to expect 24/7.
And of course, you can also follow the WBOC weather team on Facebook. Now, of course, this entire storm came rolling through the south, moving up the east coast, causing all kinds of damages in the south specifically. Take a look at this. Posted on Facebook this morning from John Daniel with Monticello, Georgia Volunteer Fire Department. Look carefully.
Aww.
You see the little toy house there with a limb against it. Fire truck out front, of course. Here's the post that came along with that. It said, "Called out for a tree down on a structure, homeowner was distraught, smiley face."
Oh my goodness. I bet the homeowner was distraught.
So
well, once all this wet stuff is out of the way and we're into the mid and upper 50s next week, here's something for you to do. Atkins Arboretum, guided walks, lectures, demonstrations, children's programs, plant sales, art exhibitions, and a whole bunch of other stuff. They have all kinds of things going on, including their annual art competition. This is
Samothrace, is that how you say it?
Okay, by Jack Elliott, which won the first place Leon Adrus Award. Yeah. What does that look like to you? Okay.
Yes, I think it's great.
But you can see it. It's the 15th year. The show goes through March. Here's all the information.
Discovering the native landscapes of the coastal plain. Check it out Saturday 3 to 5 if you want to know more about it. 410-634-2847.
Always love to hear from our friend George Jackson of American Corner, and he wants everyone to know he's kicking off his, get this, 20th annual Scrolls for Deployed U.S. Troops campaign. You can find him this Saturday at the mall at the center at Salisbury, actually, from 10 to 5. Now, this is your opportunity to write a morale-boosting message to our brave troops, and George says he will be there with 5 scrolls, one for each branch of the military.
So sign them all.
He works hard. All that money comes out of his pocket for our troops.
You know, somebody else that works hard didn't really realize it. You may know the name Steve Johnson. He's a Queen Anne's County paramedic. He also organizes the Wounded Veterans Waterfowl Weekend, which is part of the Operation Second Chance. Here you see 7 combat wounded veterans who got out for a goose hunt, including Mike Croswell, who was an Army combat medic in Operation Iraqi Freedom 2008-2009. He sent this text to Steve afterwards. It says, "I am humbled by everyone's gratitude. When I first got hurt, I thought my life was basically over, and you guys have made it where I can get out and enjoy it. Thank you."
Wow.
Isn't that great? So it's
Yeah.
good stuff there. I'm kind of a car guy. Are you kind of a car?
I like cars.
Okay, if you are a car enthusiast, you might want to turn away for just a second. In case you didn't hear what happened in Bowling Green, Kentucky, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Corvette Museum where a sinkhole opened up underneath,
And there they go.
swallowed 8 of the cars. 2 of them were on loan from General Motors. The others were donated. There is also a video where you're going to see a helicopter, a drone helicopter, that go down into the sinkhole, which turned out to be like 40 feet wide and almost 30 feet deep. You see a black Corvette, 1962, donated by the owner just before he died. He said he babied it so much that he wouldn't even drive it in the rain. Now take a look at this hole. They're going to take this little drone down inside this. Isn't this incredible? One of the spokesladies from the museum said there are a lot of sinkholes around there. There's part of the 62, I think. Well, there's a lot of sinkholes around there. The difference between this sinkhole and most of the others, 1, it's inside an enclosure, and 2, there's a whole bunch of vets at the bottom of this one.
Oh my goodness. And there's a lot of people with broken hearts over
Yeah,
that.
no kidding.
And we're getting to the heart of the matter. When it comes to the heart, one way to keep your heart healthy is to keep your cholesterol in check. But what's good and what's bad? Well, a new study is raising some questions about whether or not good cholesterol can go bad. Confused? Well, we're going to sort it all out for you next.
Now, spicing things up can be good for your heart. We're going to learn which spices have heart-healthy qualities and which you need to keep in moderation.
Home is where the heart is for this young man, and he plans to spend a lot more time there. We check in with local race car driver CJ Faison and find out what he plans for the future, both on and off the track.
And a little later on, we're in the kitchen with some great family fun ideas for Valentine's Day. Delmarva Life will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.